indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, tonight it's probably ended up a little bit sad as far as Alf Barbagallo is concerned, but I think it would be wrong if we didn't honour this man. Alf Barbagallo is known as Mr. Sprintcar. He won 79.5 Sprint Car feature races. He's the winningest driver in the history of Claremont Speedway. He won 6 West Australian Sprint Car titles, Lawson Medal for the fairest and best in Speedway. He was second in the 1987 World Sprint Car Championship, and he was the inaugural winner of the Claremont round of the World Series Sprint Cars, and he was the Claremont Speedway racer of the last century. Ladies and gentlemen, we induct him now to the Claremont Speedway Hall of Fame. Mr. Sprint Car, ladies and gentlemen. Alf, you've been a monument to the sport, and thank you very much for what you've done, and I say what you did for me this weekend has just been fantastic. Thank you.
Well, thanks, John. It's good to be here, and I'd like to thank all my supporters and my non-supporters. It's been great over the years. It's actually a sad night, really, closing the Speedway down, but I'm sure the new Speedway will be fantastic for you. Thank you.
Alf Barbagallo, ladies and gentlemen, the Sprint Car Hall of Fame. The next one is Graham Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, come up here, Graham. Graham Jones, the quiet achiever of Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the nicest guys in Speedway. He won the 1988-89 Australian Speed Car Championship in Rockhampton, Queensland, and finished second 2 years later at Claremont. He ranks 4th in the all-time feature race wins at Claremont with 38 feature races. He's also won 1 sprint car race when my son Gavin was seriously ill in hospital, and it was the greatest tonic because at that stage Gavin was virtually on his deathbed, and that was a wonderful thing that he did. He's a 2 times West Australian Speed Car champion, and he won an amazing 7 feature races in a row during the 82-83 season. Welcome to the Claremont Speedway Hall of Fame, the quiet achiever, Graham Jones. Let's hear it, Graham.
Oh, thank you very much, Con. This is a surprise. I didn't know this was happening. Gee, I guess I know you're running late tonight. I'll try and make it as quick as I can, Connor. I'd really like to thank a couple of people that kept me racing, and one of them in particular that's here tonight from New Zealand is Danny Lindage. He come to see your show closed, Con. I mean, he's been here a few times himself, and he just said he couldn't have the show without him being here. The other one is Bob Holt, and my crew of Tony Bartlett from Glides and Scotty, and most of all my son Andrew, who just lives, he's like your boy Con, lives, eats and sleeps Speedway. Every night he's in the shed, whether I'm there or not. And to Gwen, Rebecca, and Nola and Valerie, thanks very much for your time. And to everybody at Speedway, thanks for coming, and keep it going in Kwinana. Thank you.
Good on you, Graham. Stay on the dais. The next one we're going to call up is Gary Element, ladies and gentlemen. Gary Element, fantastic guy. Super modified sedans, speed cars, and Formula 500s. He's the only competitor in the history of Claremont Speedway to have won a feature race in all 4 major car sections. He's a total of 28 feature races, alongside his name including 15 super modifieds, 9 in a sprint car, 3 in a sedan, 1 in a speed car, 1 in a Formula 500. He was also the very first driver to win the West Australian Sedan Car Championship in 1967-68. Truly one of the sport's great legends. Gary Element, Jacko, great to see your son, and welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
There's your trophy, and so have you, Buster.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much, Con. I'm almost speechless with this award. I've received a lot of awards over the years, probably 30 odd years in Speedway, but this will be a very special place on the mantelpiece, I can tell you that, on the trophy cabinet.
I don't want to finish off like this, but
I'd like to thank everyone that's helped me over all the years I've raced. I'd like to thank Claremont Speedway in particular, Con Migro. I'd like to thank my family, all the supporters, everybody that's helped in the pit crews, and just everybody in general. And I hope to see you all down at Kwinana. Thank you very much.
Go on you, Gary. Stay at the top. The next, ladies and gentlemen, is Jeff Murphy. Jeff Murphy is widely regarded as Australia's best car constructor. Whether in sprint cars, speed cars, Formula 500s or sedans, he built the first speed car for the flag waver, in those days Paul Johnson, and then designed radical monocoque construction car for the great Jeff Stanton. For many years he's been the man behind Claremont Speedway's legends such as Alf Barbagallo, Keith Superman, and currently Darwin's Warren Eakins. He's helped work the great Steve Kinser when he won the 1980 Knoxville Nationals in America, and he served several terms as the president of the Sprintcar Association of Western Australia and national president, and I'm very proud to count him amongst my friends, one of the really great men and behind the scene. Jeff Murphy, welcome to Claremont Hall of Fame, mate. And I know it's been a bit of a sad night for you in one respect, but we're proud of the contribution you've made to this wonderful sport, and in particular to Claremont Speedway, your award, and say a few words, Buster.
Yeah, thanks very much, Con. I'm really appreciative of the award, and it's fantastic. It's just a pity that Claremont has to close, but we're going on to a bigger and better venue. I'd just like to sort of pay some thanks to people like Bob Farm who initially got me into the sport, and then all the assistants that helped me along the way and the opportunities that I received, and just the help of all the competitors and everybody. It's just been a fantastic, and they've been my life, and it's been unbelievable. Thank you very much.
Good on you, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, the next one is Big Bad Bert Vosbergen. Well, either love him or you hate him, and I tell you what, he's an awesome driver. He was a former drag racer who, to a host of Claremont Speedway fans would remember, he's won 34 Claremont V8 Super Sedan feature races, third in the all-time great since 1973. Bert has also won 4 state titles during his long and illustrious career, and he's well known for his radical designed Pantera car. He's an ambulance driver during the day, and on a Friday night he's a weekend warrior. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Big Bad Bert Vosbergen.
Look, thanks very much, Con. I am absolutely over the moon. I wasn't even expecting anything like this. And Claremont Speedway always been behind me with Con Migra and the staff. And all you fans out there, I mean, I know some of you don't like some of my tactics sometimes, but basically, at least I get the house going and everybody has a cheer and a boo and all that. And I'd also like to thank my lovely wife, my daughter Kim, son Craig, and grandson, granddaughter, and all my sponsors worldwide, Figlamini, Castrol, Newfall, Dull Concrete, and once again, I'm just honoured to be with all these gentlemen here, to be in that sort of status. Thanks very much, everybody, and keep cheering. Thanks very much.
Bert Vosbergen, ladies and gentlemen, there's your trophy now. Bert Vosbergen, ladies and gentlemen, the next man we go in is for speed cars. Michael Figlamini, ladies and gentlemen, known as the Magic Man. He is the current 3-time Australian speed car champion. He has won 36 speed car feature races since 1988, 5th in the all-time, and also has won sprint car and sedan feature races. Michael has won 6 WA speed car championships, 2 state 360 sprint car titles. Earlier this season he won the 50th Australian Speed Car Grand Prix, and the only second in the West Australian to do that. He also builds and designs his fighter chassis. He's won the Lawson Medal on 2 occasions for the Claremont Speedway's Fairest and Best. He went to America during the off-season, won 3 feature races in America. Truly one of the great competitors of this fabulous sport. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Michael Figlamini, mate.
Thank you very much, Con. And good to see a real good crowd here, and hopefully everybody will follow us down to Kwinana this year, and we'll certainly put on a good show.
Good on you, Michael. Truly great. The next one we're going to do is Rod Slater. Come on, Rod. Rod, come up, mate. Rod, great to see you here tonight, mate. A fabulous night.
Con, it's sensational. It's a sad night, but it's been the biggest crowd I've ever seen down here in all the years I've been coming. That's 45 years or so. And it's awesome to think that so many people are coming down here to share with us in this final show at the showgrounds. And we have Miles. Miles Tomlinson, ladies and gentlemen, used to tear the track down here on a sidecar when I was a schoolboy. Miles talking. And when I was a kid in short pants, you were tear-assing around here on a sidecar playing daredevils. Won a couple of state championships, I believe.
54 and 55.
54 and 55, that shows I was a schoolboy then, yeah. And here you are today, still out here driving the show, full of energy. When are you ever going to retire?
When Con does.
Okay, well, that's going to be a long time, as we know, but it's my very great pleasure to now induct you into the Speedway Hall of Fame.
Oh boy.
Miles Tomlinson, well done.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Con. This certainly is a big surprise to me. You really caught me, mate, and I've got to think of something to say now. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of fun. It's been good times and bad times, but we're a big family, Speedway. we stick together. I was pleased to see all of the other people inducted. I never thought I would be done the same as them. I'm really thrilled. Thank you very much, Rod. Thank you very much, Con, on behalf of the company. Thank you all.
Thanks, Miles.
Thank you, Miles. And to John Day. Day, mate. General John. Come on, mate.
Well, like Con fell over the bloody sportsman club.
Attention, John. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy needs no introduction because he's the best known guy around here. He's the star of every race.
Yay!
Because he starts them off and he finishes them off and he wins them all. But some of you may remember when he drove a Speedcar down here, and I do. And he's been around Speedway a long time. No one's put more effort into Speedway than John Day. With his beautiful utes down here, come rain, come shine, summer, winter, right through. He's always at a Speedway track somewhere. And John, you really make the job of starting an event and finishing an event a really come a show. And you're a real showman right through, and it's our very great pleasure to induct you into the Claremont Speedway Hall of Fame.
Oh,
John Day, well done. Mate, got some fans up there.
well, this is a surprise because somebody said to me, they asked you to get on the Hall of Fame, and I says, no. And here it is. That's unbelievable. I enjoy doing what I do. I'm a bit of a thrill seeker, so they say. I must thank my wife and my girls and everything, the pushcart team. We have a great time, a lot of us, and we hope to be at Kwinana at the new track. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
There we go, my friend.
Con Migro, please come to the dais.
Breaking things.
Con, we've been friends for a long time, and you've been more to Speedway than a friend. And back in 1950, I believe, someone came to your school and gave away free passes, and you put your hand up for one and said, I'll be in that. You came down here as a freeloader to have a look and see what Speedway was all about. And you got in your blood. And I believe the first time you dated your now wife Linda, you brought her down here to the Speedway. Mate, well done.
Thank you, mate.
And now your son Gavin races down here as well, and I suppose you're pretty proud of all that. But, mate, Speedway's proud of Con Migro because Con Migro has been more to Speedway than anybody else, and you've promoted a great show down here. And you're world famous in Speedway circuits, even though you've never raced down this track. And there's no one that deserves more to be in the Speedway Hall of Fame than you, Con Migro. Congratulations.
Thanks. Congratulations, really deserve that.
Thanks very much indeed, Rod. I don't really know what to say. I'm a little bit emotional at the moment, and just thanks very much.
Good on you, Con. Thank you. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about standing up on your feet? This is the final sprint car feature race at the Claremont Showgrounds. Up on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, down the main straight in the foul house corner. Okay, the foul house corner. And down the back straight. Thanks, Morris. That's good, mate. Down the back straight. Come on, Claremont. As they line up now for the sprint car feature race tonight, brought to you by Barbagallo Sport.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Into the two formation, they go back. Great to see Rachel Eve out there, that's unbelievable. I hope he stays out there. No, he's going to pull in, is he? Got no mufflers? Okay, bad luck. Rachel Eve is out. Unfortunately does not have mufflers, cannot compete, but will be back out to say a special thank you to all of his fans before he hangs the helmet up tonight. 20 laps of journey coming up very, very shortly. What about it, Ron Cricky fans? Last time. Jamie Mayalo off the front, Gavin Migro with car number number 5, Max Stumpsy out of Victoria. The bad boy Ryan Farrell coming through from third row on the outside. We're about to go sprint car racing here and to take you through the start of it, Carl Langdon.
Okay, Johnny Day goes to the infield, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, this is it. Start building, start making some noise. These things with wings will absolutely fly in about 5 seconds time. They'll come around here. The green lights will say go, and the WA Auto Run Quickies had a fair start. They're away and racing, and they go charging round turn 1. It's incident 3, thank God for that. No, one's gone. There's one gone up into the fence up there.
Ryan
Bevan has stopped over on Valhouse Corner. There's a wheel come off the front of the car, and it is rolling down around Valhouse Corner and is going to go and be retrieved. A wheel laying on the track. And the end of the night for Grant Bevan. We'll have a full restart once they are able to get Grant Bevan off the racetrack. See the guys just running out there to grab the wheel that has come off the car. Remember the 11:45 train, if you're going to catch that. It's about 12 minutes past 11 now. The last one to leave the showgrounds. Of course, they will be leaving from Claremont and Lock Street until 2:45 and 2:50. Claremont 2:45, the last one 2:50 from Lock Street. We're just about ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen, and Ron Cricky on the outside. Jamie Mayo comes, he's going to go back to the Ombre. As they get around that first turn, do they? They're all there, they're holding in there. Ron Cricky has skipped out to the race lead. Second place to Jamie Maiolo, Max Dumpsey third. High road, followed by Darryl Priolo. Then we go back to Wells, the Ombre, Gary Satori. The bump back, then we go back to Alan Nash. From Midcourt to Haynes. Further in the field we go through to Sinagra, then back to Warren, and Russell back there also with Blackman. At the rear of the field is that car number 53 for Gilardi. The race leader is Ron Cricky. Very quickly these flags will circulate, come off on the back of the slower drivers. The passing flags will start to come out as Ron Cricky, with 17 left to go. Holds the lead from Jamie Maiolo, who's been pressing now by Nash Dumpsey from Victoria. Then we have the bad boy Ryan Farrell, followed by the PMFM car of Gavin Micro, followed by the Gale Hawkins car of Pino Priolo. Then we go back to Mark Wells and Gerald Jet, followed by the Ombre Gary Satori. Nash, Bumback, Haynes. Then we go back to Cook, to Luke Monty, to Sinagra, to Warren. Then we go back to car number 9. I'm not sure who that is out there at the Speedway. Don Johnson, is it? Johnson, Peter Johnson. Yes, Ron Cricky now make the way into the back straight. Number 3 now. Ron Cricky above his bullet for WA Auto Run. Then we go back to Jamie Maiolo. From Victoria, number 5. Max Dumpsey back to be very happy to finish off the place in the grand final sprint car race on Claremont Speedway. Out of turn number 4 now. Here goes the Buffy Bullet. Jamie Maiolo, look at Dumpsey up through. Beautiful bit of driving by Dumpsey. Dumpsey up there in the second. He's now chasing the race leader, Ron Cricky. Out of turn number 4 is now past quick. The Buffy Bullet, Ron Cricky. This 12 laps to Claremont the game. Back in the turns 1 and 2. Ron Cricky on the outside. He's got more than a 60 metre gap on the second place. Switching Max Dumpsey. Coming around now. Here comes Ryan the bad boy Farrell. Out of turn number 4 is down Main Straight. 11 to go. The Buffy Bullet, Ron Cricky on the back straight. Comes around now at the halfway mark. This is their crossing by Barcelona Motorsport. The halfway mark, and we are coming homeward bound now with Ron Cricky coming up to the back of Sinagra. But here comes Dumpsey. Dumpsey's absolutely flying, working his way in the race. Bumback has slid off the racetrack and he's parked the car. He has parked the car on turn number 4 and the caution lights have come on. Well, The halfway mark, 10 down, 10 to go. GZ920, a silver Ford Lasers blocking cars at the rear of the grandstand. If that's your car, 9GZ920 silver Ford Laser. Could you please go and move it? Thank you. There are some people that need to leave and want to leave. You're blocking them in, so please can you move your car? So the Mr. Sprint Car, end of an era sprint car feature race, that's what it's called for Barbagallo Sport. From Jamie Maiolo, from Ryan Farrell, from Gavin Migro, from Pino Priolo, from Mark Wells, from the Ombre Gary Sartori, from Alan Nash, from Haynes. Then we go back to Luch Monty, I think, to Warren, to Good. Mickey Good in car number 19. Zanagra coming forward. He wants to take up somewhere forward of where he is at the moment. Then we got the 91 car, or the 9 car of Peter Johnson, followed by Russell, Blackman and Bumbach, because he needed a push start. Will start at the rear of the field. They'll start in the main straight. John Day will go to the infield shortly. The orange cone in the main straight around here in front of the grandstand and the wall is where they have to start. Nose to tail. Johnny Day goes inside. Rod Cricky dictates the pace. And here we go. Home with 10 to go. And Rod Cricky goes towards Bellhouse Corner on his tail. Is Max Dumpy of Victoria. And Max would love to take this home to Victoria Land. Don't worry about that. Jamie Maiolo is third at the moment, patiently waiting. Then we go back to Wayne Russell sideways. Wayne Russell is sideways on turn number 3. Put himself into that no fear time clock. Didn't look like it was too much major contact, so he might get a push start, but will now find himself at the back. So again, we'll go back on the clock to 10 laps.
Which means that Mark Wells, who did make a magnificent manoeuvre on Pino Priolo, must go back one place in the pack. So we end up with Ron Cricky. Then we've got victorious Max Dumpsey, Jamie Maiolo.
Be ready to go by Johnny Day when he gets around here. Again, Ron Cricky, nose to tail restart, will dictate the terms here. And there he goes, claw to the floor, and they charge away. Ron Cricky now is our race leader around Roundhouse. There goes on the outside, Maiolo holding third, the bad boy pressuring him in Farrell. Farrell underneath. Back in second place is Max Dumpsey. Then we go back to Gavin Migro, Pino Priolo from Wells. Followed in the field by the Ombre Gary Sartori to Haynes to Good. Then we go back to Luch Monty to Warren to Sinagra. That's the way we see him. Here we go, the auto options car of Ron Cricky. Back Dumpsey to second, third place Maiolo. Fourth place still the bad boy. They can't it out, quarter 7 laps to go down the back straight past that quick sign. There's only 7 to go at Claremont. Come on, get behind him, get your beat the bullets in front from Dumpsey. Second place, fourth place, close second place for the bad boy. Ryan Farrell, then we go back to then we go back to Gavin Migro, followed by Pino Priolo, Wells. Then we go Nash, then we go Haynes, then we go the Ombre. But we've got 5 to go at Claremont Speedway.
Yeah, very nervous. 5 laps coming up for Ron Cricky to Bunbury Bullet, because they come up to laps of slower traffic now, and this is where it becomes very, very interesting. And we've lost one, Peter Johnson. So maybe that's a break that Ron Cricky will probably enjoy. It opens up as when Max Dumpsey backed off that time. A lot of smoke has come out from the number 5 Valvoline car. Max Dumpsey, great to have him over here at Claremont Speedway tonight for the grand final night. Peter Johnson parks the Beds Plus car onto the infield there, car number 91. So we got Ron Cricky, ladies and gentlemen, with 5 laps to go. Can he take out the last feature race? Pretty good chance, I reckon. Max Dumpsey in second, young hotshot Jamie Maiolo. Then we go back to state champion in Ryan Farrell, Gavin Migro, car number 7 for Marlowe's and PMFM. The Al Budget forklifts of Maxim, car number 8 of Pino Priolo. The Murphy car of Mark Orson Wells from Geraldton. Then we go back to the DiCandillo Sons car of that's a Gambler, and that of course is Alan Nash. Ron Cricky also doing it tonight for another member of the Cricky family, a very special friend of all of ours in Shane Cricky, who is in hospital tonight just after having surgery, trying to beat the dreaded disease of cancer. So Ron Cricky very keen tonight to win the sprint car feature race in honour of Shane Cricky. So we certainly hope that Ron can take it off, and Max Stumsey will probably have second ideas about that, same as Jamie Baylor. They all want to win the last night at Claremont Speedway, and away we go. Well, for WA Auto watching back to Ryan Cricky, leads him into turn number 1. Here comes Max Stumsey. Stumsey's coming on quick. Ryan the bad boy Farrell. He moves on the inside of Jamie Baylor. Look at on the outside. Here comes Max out of turn number 4. Down past quick. Into turn number 1 now. Max Stumsey. Stumsey on the outside. Stumsey on the outside of Ron Cricky. Down past quick. Cricky shuts the gate. Stumsey more superior speed. Oh no! Moves out of 4. And Max Stumsey. He's about to take the win here. Here we go back to Ron Cricky. Followed by Jamie Baylor, moving rider. This time on the third place getter of Pino. Jamie Baylor, no! Max is out! Oh no, Max is out! And Mark Wells is straight into the wall in turn 1. Is it Baylor, is it? I just saw the red on the back and it looked to be, but Max Stumsey is out. Ron Cricky. Oh, and what happened? The Jamie Baylor just went straight in, did he? Unbelievable.
Well, it's all happened at Claremont Speedway. Have you enjoyed the racing action, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, you won't see much more incident-packed meetings than this, I tell you what. This has been unbelievable tonight. We may never finish. It might be about 2 in the morning and we might be all getting on the train.
Hey, reminds us, take you and I back to the Australian Sprint Car Championship at Bunbury, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that was a fairly incident-packed show.
Oh, was that ever.
Yep.
So, Ron Cricky's still out there. Bad luck for Max Stumsey.
Well, it would have been
fantastic. They reckon they go before they blow. So
would have been his first feature race victory at the Grand Old Lady of Speed. So he was able to do that.
Max Stumsey, ladies and gentlemen, is waving to the crowd on the back straight. How about putting your hands together for Max Stumsey, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you over there, and thanks for Max Stumsey for coming over to race here in Perth.
Max has won a Formula 500 feature race. Ken Brown, statsman, always on the ball. Just gave me that piece of information. Never in a sprint car, but a Formula 500. He was behind the wheel when he won a feature race here at Claremont Speedway. Ken has given me the year, but that doesn't matter. That's a side issue. But thanks very much, Max.
So for sure, although he's got Ryan Farrell right on the JOB, but well, I think Ron Cricky will win it from here. Have to.
Well, you never know. Ryan Farrell, if he can do what Dumsney did and stay with Ron Cricky, you never know what the bad boy can do.
Yep.
Gavin Migro has done very well. So has Mark Wells in less powerful cars. The Deacon Dillo car also of Alan Nash is up there in about 6th place.
Hasn't he had a great year?
Brilliant.
Fantastic year.
Brilliant, especially when you've got open cars like the Yale car of Pino Priolo's in front of him. The Ombre behind them is an open car, I think, Phil.
That's right.
So here we go. Bring him home.
Well, Ron Cricky was superior pick up speed now, and he left me in the foul out corner. We've got still the bad boy Ryan Farrell back to Gavin Migro with Mark Wells in 4th place. Then we go back to Pino Priolo. And look at Michael Good on the outside. Big thrust on Michael Good. Out of turn number 4, down past Swift. Really good at driving by Michael Good. There's 1 to go. 1 lap of Claremont to go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Claremont. Ron Cricky. Cricky does it. Great stuff. Ron Cricky. Gavin Michael, what a drive to third. Mark Wells, 21. That's the last ever. Come on, Claremont, up on your feet. Ron Cricky takes it out. Yeah!
Ron Cricky from Ryan Farrell from the Gasman Gavin Migro with a Neil Ray Harding car from Gerald and Mark Wells next. Hugover's aluminium car, Mick Good was good. The Yale Forklifts car, Pino Priolo, the Italian stallion, always prominent. But no fear, the last 2 laps were 29.94. The fast lap was done, lap number 20 on 14.90. The last lap was done in 14.99, and the fast lap was lap number 3, done in 14.32 seconds by Ron Cricky.